Experience senior living inside Chennai from Elements starting at rupees 85 lakhs. Call 9790399039.
AR Rahman concert, whenever people get to know about it, it automatically generates a lot of buzz. But tell me, as an artist, what energies do you have? Do you feel excited? Do you feel nervous about these live performances?
It's no. It's exciting to interpret your songs in front of people who love your music, and I see myself as the first audience, and I see why I should not get bored, and how not to get bored, and what decisions I should take to make this an exciting thing, and that's the reason why the performers are what we choose, or the arrangements what we choose, or the visuals what we choose. Now everybody's doing like amazing things. They all over the place, which is good. So that's why I thought going back to something which celebrates every blessing we've got, and so that's why Wonderment, the wonder of every breath, the wonder of love, wonder of why they choose you.
Okay, that's great. So tell me, what can fans expect from this tour, Wonderment tour?
Wonderment, hopefully.
You're going to put them into that magic.
Yeah, I think that's the whole idea. The wonderment lens over everything, right? And what else can we take from the music and make it that? And yeah,
So can you tell us a bit about, and if you could go back in time, tell us about the very first live performance.
my
Where was
very
it and when?
as a kid,
You attended and the one where you performed also.
I think after becoming A.R. Rahman, the first big one was in Malaysia. Yeah, I didn't want to perform, but they said this is for charity, and so we did that. And then the second one was in '98, I think, was in Dubai. Then there was a tour of 4 cities in New York, San Francisco, Canada, and LA at the Shrine. That's where Oscars were held.
Oh, yes. Do you recall the energy of the fans over there? I mean, especially
It was
after
new.
they performed.
It was new because those days composers always used to tag with actors. So I wanted to do a concert just with my music as a headlining thing rather than tagging on with somebody else. So the people who helped me were great. Like, there was S.P. Balasubramanian ji, Sukhwinder, Udit Narayan ji, and Hariharan, and Sonu Nigam, then Kavita ji, Chitra ji, Sadhana ji, Shankar Mahadevan. Yeah,
They were all
because
part of the concert?
yes, because I wanted to bring all the audiences to a composer than tagging on with somebody else. So it was important that all these people helped me to shape up where we are now.
Great. Which was the very first song that you performed after becoming A.R. Rahman, as you said, in the Malaysia tour?
Uh,
The very first song that you
I think Chanakyaa, Mustafa, Hamma, 96, right? And there was the Muthu song, Oruvan Oruvan Mudalali, and Choti Siasha. Mostly Tamil. I think Malaysia was all mostly Tamil. Yeah.
And what are you going to perform here in this Wonderment tour? What songs can you just tease a bit about the songs that fans can expect?
The obvious ones, Parma Sundari, or Hamma, Chaya Chaya, Matu Salam. But other than that, we're working on some interesting things.
Okay. When we speak of concerts, the idea of concerts have changed a lot in recent years, and we see this huge crowd who has this love for music across all age groups, and what do you make of that? And concerts of popular artists we see.
I think it's a
Especially
great,
international artists like
it's a great time. I think
Diljit also doing so well. Sorry, yeah.
music as an industry was never recognized. When you tell, oh, my son is a singer. No, yeah, but what does he do? This is still happening.
Oh, is it?
And now when all these things are happening, there are so many pockets of independent bands making it to Coachella, and you see all that stuff happening. It's a great time. And this is one of my dreams that it should happen, and it's happening now. People are winning Grammys, and all that stuff is happening. And India has that culturally. And now the important thing is to how much can we spread out in the world, which is dominated by Western culture, because people are looking at an alternate culture. And then if we pull up our stuff, I think we have an option to be liked by everyone. There's already great fans in Russia or Japan and all this. So
And music can play a great role.
correct, because there is a universality about. Yeah.
So what is that message or emotion that you would want fans to take from your music?
No, I'm very grateful if they turn up to the concert and enjoy the concert. We're trying our very best to satisfy you and pray that you have great fun and love. Thank you for buying the tickets. Please, if you've not bought the tickets, come in. Love the concert and be a part of it. Because now audience plays, they're singing along, though they're also an instrument to the concert now. In most of the concerts you see, they know the song, they're singing along, even for the Coldplay one or Ed Sheeran. Or it's nice to see that whole aspect, the interactive involvement, immersivity of souls together. Almost like they're in a shrine singing a bhajan together.
Yeah, but then the reason I asked you this is because your music has, there is this inherent quality of touching, the soul also.
Thank you.
Through your music. So in that sense, do you think music has that quality or that, especially your music?
Thank you. Basically, if you look at my whole 32 years, it is to find the source of truth within your art. Every breath of it connects you to, like they say, like there's a famous Rumi poetry. Why was the flute crying? Because it got cut from its source. So a source is like whatever you worship, whatever you celebrate, you need to recognize the marvel of creation. Marvel of creation, the sea and this, and the birds and the animals and the trees and mountains and all that stuff. I think that itself is a marvel. And so you want to be connected with that nature. You want to be one with that. And that makes you even more bigger, even more purer, even more wonderful, like Wonderment.
So there's very rarely, we see artists, especially in today's time, understand the importance of, using music in the right way. In sense, we saw, last year you created a song, Lal Salam, through AI, and in a very ethical way. But now what's happening is completely taking people by shock. Are you as an artist worried or concerned, given the fact that probably you have a vast body of work and anyone can take your music, your song, and create it in name of content? Do you have that?
It's gone wild. I don't know what it's going to be. Belling the cat. Some of the songs are so filthy, which comes out with popular singer's voice. It needs to be controlled, because if you don't control that, there'll be chaos. I mean, there's good things and bad things, and use the good things to empower people who never had the chance to put the vision into action. But overuse like this in a bad way is bad for her. It's like mixing poison in oxygen and breathing.
What steps do you think one can take to prevent their?
I think it's carefully. There should be rules, like certain things you can't do it, like how they talk about ethics or behavior in a society. This is also behaviors where in the software world and digital world.
Outside of concert, what we also see is your work in movies. That's also generating a lot of buzz. Do you think through the upcoming movies that you have, what I know is Tere Ishq Mein, then there is Ramayana, there is Lahore 1947, there is Thug Life, there is Gandhi that you're doing,
Series.
Veena Kumari biopic that you're doing, so many of them. Do you think your music will fill the void that people believe is lacking in music, because we don't seem to hear those good music and good songs today?
I hope and pray that it do something, because we all want to do something, but what happens is some movies require certain kind of songs, and we can't say I'm going to do this, I want to do this, then they'll throw you out, because their vision is to do the thing, and then you can't be foolish in saying that if they want something, if they want bread, you have to give bread, you can't give rice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like that. And I think Imtiaz is also doing a movie which we are doing something together. But the more you see people loving Vida Karo or Mirza, all those things, it forces us to look back and get that beautiful aura of that era in your own way. So it's a good thing to see.
For a project like Gandhi
Yeah.
or Meena Kumari biopic, those are in those early periods, maybe early 40s or 50s or 60s. What kind of music can we expect from that? And do you see a scope of using AI over there?
No, I think the Gandhi series is something which is unexpectedly beautiful. I never expected that to be such a beautiful experience. And working with Hansal Mehta and Samir Nair was fascinating to see even Gandhiji's life exploring and the revelation to see his younger life, what he went through. So I feel like that's like a textbook. It's a fantastic textbook for the whole, for this generation, for the previous generation or the future generation, to see the father of the nation, and he's seen it all, and it's really really nice.
And the Meena Kumari biopic. I mean, do you see?
That's we have not started yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see a scope of using AI over there in any of these projects? No. Okay, not really. Okay, last. What was the meeting about with Javed Akhtar Saab? He was here to meet you.
Javed Saab, we are meeting about the last song of Lahore, 1947.